The clean girl aesthetic gained popularity in the early 2022s, mainly on TikTok. You may know it from the girls with the slick back ponytails, the dewy, natural-like makeup, and simple color palettes and clothing. But what is it about? According to the aesthetics wiki, whatever that is, it is a popular trend that is categorized by a minimalist and clean lifestyle, emphasizing simplicity, organization, and cleanliness. In short, and I quote, it embraces a natural and effortless look while maintaining a polished and clean appearance. Whatever that means again. I did some more research on this. I even looked up a guide on how to be a clean girl. It went into the details of what you should look like what your hair should look like and what it should not look like, all of that. And I know that this particular guide was a good example of a clean girl aesthetic because the comments I saw, a lot of them were, you embody clean girl so much. You're the epitome of a clean girl. You always look very put together. And you are the definition of the clean girl look. It's a guide, so there are certain rules for looking like a clean girl. And not only looking, because no. Clean girl goes further than just looking like something. That's why it's kind of like, why is it called an aesthetic? It's a full-on lifestyle, I think, what I've read about it and heard about it. It goes into like taking care of your body, having everything in your house organized, the colors you choose in your house, in your clothing. A lot of emphasis on fragrances and skincare, what kind of hobbies you practice, meditation. Oh, I'm not sure about meditation actually. Basically, just everything, every aspect of life. And I wanted to talk about something that I think could be seen as a bit problematic when it comes to this. I don't think it's particularly hurting anyone right now. People are enjoying it, looking pretty, all of that. I applaud that. But I still wanted to say this. So to imply that there is such a thing as the clean girl also implies the existence of an opposite. So in this case, the not clean girl, or we could say maybe the dirty or the unhygienic girl. That's just a rough idea. You have to think about what the term really implies. So it could also just mean very unorganized, a failure in life maybe. And since the clean girl is categorized by minimalistic, natural, organized, and effortless, not having these characteristics would put you into this opposite kind of category, thus making us girls feel like we are not clean girls. The characterization that is made to be preferred in this instance. So we would want to be the clean girl because it sounds good. It has all of the preferred characteristics, the good stuff in life, if you will. This seems a bit harmful to me, especially since girls already have quite the history with complying to certain gender roles. Yes, men as well, but I'm talking about girls in this instance because it's about the clean girl. And the associated appearances or features that come with these gender roles. What it means to be, or also what it means to look like a woman. That's another very interesting and important discussion that I learned a lot about, but we're not going into that today. The whole clean girl aesthetic has faced other criticisms as well, so this is not the first time that someone has spoken out about this, not at all. According to birdie.com, which is not a legitimate or particularly trusted source, so always take everything that comes from these regular sites with a grain of salt. It notes that the trend is problematic, as it would be classist, fatphobic, racist, ageist, and unattainable for most. And quite literally says it's racist, it's fatphobic, etc. I think to claim these things in such a way as saying like it is, so as the truth, you have to back it up with some more information based on facts, in my opinion. But I do agree with the unattainability. The aesthetic has, like I said, so much detail, so much depth about almost every single aspect of life being healthy, organized, optimized, perfect, pretty, that I do feel like this aesthetic should be more of a goal instead of a lifestyle you should feel obligated to follow. And why I think that is because the way that people follow it, there will always be something that needs more work, that needs to be reorganized, retouched. So it will never be good enough. To be clear, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that is how life should be. There will always be an aspect that you need to go back to see what you can improve. But right now, the clean girl aesthetic is not that. It's a play pretend that we have every single aspect of our lives perfect all of the time. And that we can call ourselves something attractive sounding based on having that all of the time. The thing I inherently find silly is that we need these strict rules for looking a certain way, acting a certain way, living a certain way, just to be able to call ourselves, as a girl, clean. So why is it that we put so much worth into this word, this category, a brand even? I think it's like buying from a brand, which I do. Man, I love my Supreme underwear, even though it's kind of too tight and it doesn't feel great wearing it. But it's just, you know, it says Supreme, so very good. It's very silly, but we do it, and I understand why you would put worth on that. Being a clean girl is more than just a clothing piece. It is a whole vibe, an aesthetic, like I said, a lifestyle. It's a huge statement. You can have a lifestyle of your own. You know, make your own guidelines, explore what fits you per body part, per mood, per, I don't fucking know, per time of the year. You can work on yourself and work towards being organized at your own pace and in your own personal style that you have to find along the way. I know that being like the people that we look up to can mean a lot to us, and it does to me as well. I am definitely like that. I'm kind of insecure, so sometimes I just want to be like someone. I think they're so cool, they're so put together. If you continue to live like that, having to comply to all of those ideas all of the time, or ideals even, going with trends and following rules of aesthetics, you will never truly find your own personality. And I do believe that. Basically, your personality has no rules. Don't be a sheep, don't link your self-worth and feeling of success in life to an aesthetic and a name. And don't succumb to branding yourself something that unnecessarily puts you in a higher league than others. Thank you for listening to me today. I hope it was even a bit informative, and I would love to speak to you again in another video. Bye!